Oh, it is so cold. Oh boy. All right. Hey guys, what's up? Buck here with the old Holland and Sons action, back at it again. Grant's out of town once again for the weekend. So, we're tasked the assignment of getting some more film around here. And with that, as you guys can see right now, it is snowing. Of course, Grant left for vacation right when it was supposed to blizzard around here. Heavens forbid that he doesn't have to deal with anything cold. But, with that being said, we do have to get quite a few things moved around here, mainly personal stuff, as it's kind of a slow time right now since we don't really have anything. I have a shipment coming in from southeastern Kansas. It's supposed to have some snowblade stuff and just winter equipment more or less, but I need to get Grant's fastback to my new shed, as I've been watching the papers the past couple days, and there was an auction for 160 acres south on the southeastern corner of town. I really wanted to pick that up so that way I could have more storage for like winter stuff. I hated the fact that my cars are sitting outside, but I also told Grant that I'd put the car in there as well. So we got to get that moved around. I also have to get the the salt spreader hooked up to the back of the 4020, because I got to do this lot, my shed lot, and then Grant's house, my house, so it's going to be kind of all over the place. I think I left my coffee cup in the truck. No, it might be in my pickup. So we have to get going, because there's supposed to be like 6 to 7 inches of snow going to be coming down. We also have to go pick up the snow plow for the lot. As for right now, I had it in my back shed. Since you guys haven't really seen my house, there's just nowhere that it really was sitting, you guys could see, but we had a Western that I moved down to the shed for at least right now until we had snow fall. And with this blizzard coming in, I did not want to take any chances, so we're going to head over there quick, grab the plow mount, grab the Western plow for the front of this truck, since this is our plow blade vehicle. But we're going to head over there. You guys will be able to check out and see what this place looks like. It's a really nice big shed, but I don't know, the longer I sit out here right now, the colder as well as worse that paint on those cars are going to get. I really do not like my Charger sitting outside, and because I only have those little car huts compared to my other house back in Iowa, I really don't like the car sitting outside. Grant, he can do it with whatever his car wants. I think he wants to keep it in storage, but he doesn't have any area or room right now with the amount of stuff out at the farm. So I told him I'd take it in, but for a small fee. So we did have to take gravel, which does suck. It's only about, maybe I'd say, a quarter mile worth. But there's our Western plow, and there's our shed. So I'll have to get all the electrical and make sure all my hydraulics and everything else are working. But for right now, let's go take a peek inside the shed. As you guys have seen this one obviously before, it's kind of a newer design, but fairly simple, just an open building. I don't plan on doing anything within living quarters or as well. But since this still is, you know, arable farm ground where you can actually get crops, I have leased the rest of this out. The people just haven't gotten to these fields yet since everybody's a little late this year. Crops just didn't germinate as well as people thought they were going to, so crops, like I said, they're just behind. So we'll get this taken care of. We're going to head back to the dealer and get everything else ready to go. I'm going to leave that door open for now since the shed's not heated yet. I do have a space heater that I should be bringing back from my house, but until that point, we are going to head back to the lot, get a little bit more done before we have to close out the day, and hopefully the snow's not as bad as everyone says it's going to be. So I think the best course of action is to take the Max, since I can pretty much load up as many things as I can on that. But we're going to park this for right now in the back of the lot, so that way once we get somebody here in the morning, they can just start pushing everything from the back to the front. I think that's my best course of action. I'll move this thing before the night ends, since I know I'm going to have to reconfigure some stuff around the lot. But just to get everything basically in one go, I'm not going to take the skid steer trailer, basically. So let's get the Mac fired up, ready to go. Should be a relatively painless process. And there's car numero uno. Now we head back to my place to go and get the remaining vehicles. So we shall catch you all in just a minute once we get done with our little road trip. So we got ramps down. Grant's car still is hanging on, so we did the straps right. With these cars out here, I do have these little, like, carports, but to keep these cars actually looking nice, I want them in the shed. Like, I kept that Charger in a garage its entire time I've had it, if I can. So, I really want to get this thing underneath cover, as I also just finished up the other day rebuilding the differential on this car, because when we did all of our racing, Dumbo here decided that it was going to be a great idea to basically blow up an axle. The thing just completely shredded itself from the amount of torque the motor put out. Don't know how, don't know why, because I've had a perfect maintenance record with this car, but pretty much blew up one of my axles to the point where it sheared off the actual shaft. So I had to redo that, and I looked in the differential, and I almost blew the seal, so I replaced all that. But we're going to get all this loaded up with Grant's car, as well as the Ranchero, and we're going to get to that shed, and then we got to get to laying salt, because if we don't get laying salt down here, things are going to get slippery in the morning. That's why I got my snow blade on that Honda. Okay, so we're back on the road now. It's been a little bit. Had some troubles with some slippage, so we had to get out of a little bit of a mess, but we're already on our way to the shed. I couldn't fit the Charger on the trailer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to drop this truck off, because these guys have to make a trip over to Kansas, and they have to get on the interstate ASAP before it really gets nasty up here in Wisconsin. So we're going to hopefully be able to make this quick. I'll grab the snowplow truck, which is back there already, and we'll just get that hooked up to the trailer, go back and grab my Charger, and then these guys can get on the road with the Mack, and then we'll start spreading salt, because we shouldn't have too many either hookups / whoa. Okay, roads are getting real slick out here, but we have to get that salt spread. Even though a lot of this stuff is gravel, I still want to get ahead of the game, just for the fact that anything sliding around out here can just cause major issues. Need to get some trees around out here, some bushes or something that can help divert half the snow that's going to be catching up alongside here. I'm just hoping that it doesn't drift through. There's that. Let's get the Mustang off the trailer. I don't really know what else I'm going to store in here for right now, unless I want to bring like the 50-20 down, but I might need that for snow removal at my place for just winter time. So we're going to get this back to the dealers. Like I said, these guys got to get on the road, so we'll catch you guys once we get back to there, and I'll probably just get my Charger down here, and we'll catch you guys once we start doing some snow work with the salt. Okay, so everything should be good to go in terms of vehicle-wise. We need to get this thing going. I am bundled up, but apparently I am not smart enough to put the tractor in gear so we can actually move. We're going to drop the weight on the back of this thing so we can get hooked up to the salt spreader. I think I told Charlie I needed to get him out here so we can get the salt loaded into the back of these. This shouldn't be too hard of an operation. There we go. But I mainly want to cover the outskirts of the lot, so that way we can at least have clientele and our own employees have the ability to get in and out of the lot, as that is a very important aspect. So we should have everything ready to go in terms of getting that straightened out. Let's put this in high gear and start getting this stuff unloaded, shall we?
Down in Louisiana, where the tall, tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter and she knows how to jelly roll. And her papa wanna save my soul, but her sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do. on to St. Louis, one in San Antonio. Come and get it while you can, for tomorrow I'll be gone. And my good gal sitting alone, she hollered her back, Daddy, Daddy, will you come in home? Won't you come on home?
That should be the main majority of what needs to be covered for our little area. So I'm going to book it over to the shed, and hopefully we'll have enough for all of them. I mean, I checked the tank and we should have enough to basically do all these jobs. But now we'll go and do some spreading on that shed, then we'll probably head to Grant's, and then we'll do mine last, since I'll have the longest driveway, and I'll basically just go to my house and I'll start back there and just drive one long line down the driveway. This little 4020's been doing us good, I'll say that much. The guys are already on their way to Kansas to go get that pickup for us, so the Mac's gone, which is why I was able to get back in the back half of there. I know King's got his operation going. I don't really know where he's storing his car, if he wanted to put it in my shed. I'll have to talk to him when he's around. I'm not sure where he's at right now. I think I saw it sitting outside. Yeah, see, he's got his Mustang sitting out. I wonder if he's going to be able to put that in his garage or not, or if he's got a shed space for it. I might give him a ring on the phone when we get back, just to see if he needs any extra storage. So I'll just get the main areas here. I think come springtime I might start like storing trailers and stuff out here. Just kind of like literally just a big storage unit shed. So that should be good enough for this little area. Since again, it's not like this is going to be a hugely used area. But as for right now, I just want to get a main coverage of all the little areas that I know I'm going to be using. Especially since I'm probably going to be driving a lot of stuff out here for right now. There we go. And that should cover this area. I'm going to get the doors closed, and we're going to make our way over to Grant's.
20 minutes later.
Oh my golly, I am freezing. Okay, so after about a 30-minute drive, I swear it was a lot longer than I thought it would be, we finally got to his house. So, get our spreader on here and start getting us some salt. How about that? Excessive amount of salt for this little area driveway that probably has never been used. We'll be fine. Leaves his garage door open. Come on, man. I won't even do his driveway part for that. That's just dumb. We got his place done with salt, and I'm catching on the fence line. That's nice. But we're going to head over to my place. Clutch seems to be doing just fine over there. Holy mackerel, that's a big operation. We're going to head over to my place, and then we're going to head back to the dealer, and everything should be good to go. Hopefully we'll have some of that snowplow equipment in. is all. So we'll get back to the dealer here. We'll hopefully have our shipment in. And with that being said, thank you guys all so much for checking this one out. Be sure to check out the rest of the squad's videos on his channel. And big thank you for him letting me do another video for the thing, as doing this dealer stuff's honestly pretty fun. I know it can get kind of taxing every now and then with kind of either the same stuff or it's not as enjoyable stuff. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Not everything's always gonna be fun. But this time around, we were ahead of the storm. We got all the stuff ready to go, so I should be able to get to work just fine. And Grant should be able to get home just fine. And our cars should be able to look good all the time. So with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. Once again, as I've already repeated that. But be sure to like, subscribe down below. And we'll see you guys all later. Have a good one. Have a great Easter. Hasta la vista.